Beautiful, 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 beautiful day here in the African Savanna. As you can see, I am in this estate, beautiful estate here in the African Savanna. What you need to know is that this estate is carved in the middle of the African Savanna. Yeah, so that if I walk towards that direction, I could find myself in the Middle East, in between the vast grasslands, you know. Look at there. So I'll be walking, you know, this beautiful day here, just walking, vlogging, you know, showing you across. Very beautiful, and the sunshine, I can tell you, I can't trade this for anything. And the breeze here is fantastic. The breeze here is fantastic. So as I was telling you, this is an estate that is carved in the middle of the African Savanna, so that the guy with this idea was he's a lady. She had this idea, yeah, where you just go in the middle of the African Savanna, in the midst of the grasslands, and they carve an estate, a beautiful estate that composes of bungalows, okay. You even have mansionettes. Mansionettes are also here, yeah, and also small units, big units. And so people bought these properties, and they are improving. You can see them gates, you can see them beautiful gates, yeah, and you know, so people stay here. It is a very, very, very good place because it's quiet. It's away from the hustle and bustle of Nairobi town. If you've ever been to Kenya, yeah, here it's more quiet, yeah. And the weather, as I told you, the weather here is heavenly. The breeze is so fantastic. The breeze is so fantastic, doggy. The breeze here is fantastic, so nice. So today, if you look at the title of this vlog, is A Borderless Africa. Actually, yesterday when I was on YouTube, I came across a very important, so invaluable conversation between I am Marwa, who is a travel commando, and Master KE, another biker. Yaje? Kabisa kabisa. Tuna vlog kiasi. Sema hi.
Hi people.
Wambie tu jina na wambie ni nani.
My name is Eugene.
Yes.
I'm from Jamii.
I
love you all guys.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the African Savanna.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of African Savanna.
That's
and
good.
The weather here is so fantastic.
And the breeze.
Yeah,
you can't trade for anything. Heaven on earth.
Yeah. I'm feeling like I'm already in heaven.
What of you, Master? Your name?
My name is Victor.
Victor.
I'm from Jamii.
Wow.
I love this place. Fantastic. Playing.
Oh,
having
good.
fun.
Having fun.
Bye.
Oh.
You have to come here and wait for you.
Yeah.
We have kangaroos.
Oh, kangaroos, ostriches, zebras, gazelles. And I tell you what, that's what you get with the people here. I'm telling you, so vibrant. And the kids here in Kenya, even if you go to the middle of the African Savanna, whoa, they're talking English. You could think they are from England. I'm telling you. And I usually say, what we usually say is that ilikuja na meli, meaning English here came with a ship. So we don't care. We just pronounce these words the way we wanna do. We don't care. Sometimes we talk American English. We fuse it with England English. Sometimes English from the UK. Sometimes we talk Sheng, which is a mixture of Swahili and English. And sometimes we mix vernacular and English. So we don't care. That's why we're good in English, because we don't have those we don't care. We're just free to express ourselves. As you heard that master, that kid, oh, that was fire. But that is the spirit you find here in the African Savanna. And I was telling you, this estate is just carved in the middle of the African Savanna. And if I keep walking like this, if you walk with me, you'll see, I'll just find myself in the middle of the African Savanna. Whoa, look at these bungalows over here. This is just a gated, community over there. Look at those bungalows. Look at those bungalows. So fantastic, so fantastic. And people from the diaspora, they own a lot of properties here. So that's why you see some seem like neglected. They bought them, which is something good. They know when they come to this back to Africa, they are going to their own houses. They did not rent from somebody. This is a massive water point. You see, this water point over here pumps water to more than 1,000 units, 1,000 families. Look at those bungalows. Whoa! Whoa! Look at that. Another gated, community over here. And this, as I was telling you, is a massive, massive water point that pumps water through to all residents here. I'm telling you, because land here is upwards of 700 acres of land, and you have like 1,000 units, and this has never disappointed. Every day it pumps water. It pumps water through the estate. So this is a massive water point, because you see, one thing you have to know, in the African Savanna, we don't have enough rainfall, so we rely on underground water. So what happens, even for irrigation, so having a massive water point like such is so helpful. Look at these wonderful bungalows. Like this one, you see, it seems like isolated because the owner, I hear he bought it, is in the USA. My friend, if you're watching this vlog, your house is here, just abandoned but safe, because here they are not. This is zero crime, So it's a nice place. You can come and fence, and continue this life. So this place I'm approaching is carved for religious. It's a religious center. So that here, you see, that is a mosque over there, that is a church, and that is a church. So what happens, this estate is well planned, so that when it comes to worshiping, there is a worship center, so that you don't just erect churches in the middle of the estate. There is a place. Sasa, say very hi. Good. Yeah. So here people are so friendly, I'm telling you. So this is a mosque, as you can see. This is a mosque, and you see they are continuing to construct, because people are coming, people want to taste this breeze. Whoa! Now, and this is the church, so they are bumper to bumper. This is a worship center, so this is a religious point. I'm walking here. I'm getting clean as I pass through here, because you have a mosque here, and you have a church here, and another church, and there is a big Anglican church, modern construction of the other side. So what I was telling you, when I move like this, I keep moving, I move. What happens is that I'm approaching the African Savanna. Yeah. Ni aje? Poa sana. Nachukua video kiasi. Nionyeshe watu vile huku kuna kapoa. So poa sana bro. Sa cheers. So just talking to everybody. That's all I do it here on Bokon Safari. You find this nowhere. Whoa, look at that. This is from the estate, and this is the vast grasslands. Whoa, vast grasslands. Whoa. Yeah. I see the mode of transport is boda. Those are bikes. That is the main mode of transport. And from here to the highway, and the Nairobi-Namanga highway is like 8 to 10 kilometers, so you can imagine. And the main mode of transport here are those bikes. You've seen the boda. But look at that. Massive grasslands. And the plains. What if... Okay, I know that I cannot zoom with my GoPro, but with my naked eye, I could see the turbines on the Ngong Hills. Yeah? Those plains over there are the Ngong Hills. So I'm telling you here, this is plain, and you could walk, and the Maasais, they graze their cattle, and they go until they reach Namanga border, and they cross to Tanzania. There are sometimes I heard that their cows were Anyway, let me not go to that. So today's vlog, let me come back to my topic. Today's vlog is about a borderless Africa, and as I was telling you, I had the privilege of watching a very important vlog. It just came my way when I was on YouTube, and that was African Travel Commando Marwa was talking with another very important YouTuber. You know, he's a biker, Master KE, and they were talking about having a borderless Africa. Borderless Africa meaning so that you could walk freely. You see the way I'm free here? You see the way I'm free here? So that if I keep walking and walking and I have the stamina and muscle, I could find myself in Kajiado. From there, I could find myself in Namanga, which is the border between Kenya and Tanzania, and I could just cross through to Tanzania without no problems. But wait a minute, let me tell you, it's not as easy as you think. Crossing these borders in Africa becomes so difficult for us Africans and foreigners, you know. Yeah, foreigners are treated with a lot of, you know, I don't know. But just between us Africans, we are failing ourselves because we cannot continue. We cannot grow. Look at China. You need numbers. Yeah, you need vast land, you know. So you grow that way. Yeah, you need a population. You need people to trade between each other. But you see, if you just trade within a very small locality, just a small locality, because you want to identify yourself as Kenyan, you want to identify yourself as a Nigeria, you want to identify yourself as a Tanzanian, yeah, as a Zambian, that kind of thing, yeah, that mentality, so that we are not even close. Yeah, you can't trade with another country. It becomes so difficult, let alone trading. Just crossing those borders becomes a nightmare. How can we succeed with such mentality? Yeah. You know, they usually say love your neighbors, you love yourself, man. We need to love each other. We need to walk. Let's just cross these borders. Let's intermarry. Let's do business together. Let's promote one another. Let's become a unified Africa. Let's become a unified Africa. Because we are one. Like I could give you a good example. Think about when like here in Kenya. You see, if you go to Kuria, you find the Kurias are both in Kenya and Tanzania. They're on either side of the border. That is one tribe, one people, just separated by just a borderline. And sometimes crossing becomes an issue because you're told, hey, you're not a Tanzanian, you should be in Kenya. Yeah, in Kenya you're told, hey, you're Tanzanian. Why are we identifying ourselves as such instead of, hey, you're my brother? Yeah, the same thing happens in like Luyaland. If you go to Samia, that is in Busia, you have a border there. You have the Samias on either side of the border. Yeah, the Samias are on either side of the border. So what happens is that to cross just from this side to the other side, you have relatives, becomes difficult. Yeah, here also the Maasais, they're on the other side of the border. You have Maasais here in Kenya, you have Maasais also in Tanzania. But you see, just crossing that border becomes a problem. And you see, these are pastoralists. They have to graze this cattle. Look at these cows. Whoa, what a sight to behold. And I'm telling you, the breeze here is heavenly. And this place is not congested, let me tell you, because I'm here alone. I don't even think there's anybody here with me. I'm just here with the cows, you know, and I could hear birds chirping. Yeah, so we Africans should do better. We Africans should do better. Now, this one here is a football pitch. This is a football pitch. This is where youths come and play, youths and grown-ups come and play football. And as you can see, you have the rugby extensions over there, so that here, this pitch, you could play rugby, you could play football, you could come and relax as I'm doing. And you see, it's so nice. And this place is just carved in the middle. Whoa! Of the African Savanna, so that when you're playing here, whoa, at the breeze that comes from the Ngong Hills, my goodness, where else do you get this? I could shout here without distracting nobody. I could sit here for hours just meditating. Yeah, I could come here and practice. I usually do. When I'm in the African Savanna, I usually come here with my wife and we jog. We just jog and the breeze. We jog, we go around this field, you know, we exercise here. Yeah, and the breeze is fantastic. It's so heavenly. Now you see, if you look there, you see the mansions. Those are big units. Big units for those who have big, deep, let me say, deep pockets. So if you have deep pockets, you could come and construct. You could come and construct here. And the distance is not so far away from Nairobi. You could, if we get a very connectivity, you know, because it's the Nairobi cosmopolis, and the government is working on such a thing so that they are trying to decongest Nairobi. Yeah, they are trying to decongest Nairobi, and the way you do it is that you just provide ample transportation for and services to such places like this, and instead of people getting, you know, living in absurd conditions, they come here and they enjoy this breeze. Yeah, they come here, enjoy the breeze. You only hear of them planes passing overhead, and the breeze here, I'm telling you, this is heavenly. This is heavenly. I could hear. I'm just breathing here. I don't want to move. I just want to relax here. So I was talking about that. So it's not about travel YouTubers actually, because we are talking about societies. We are talking about people who need to, you know, trade, you know, and we are also talking about growth, because if now we have nothing to compete against each other. We just need to complement each other. Like in Kenya, if you have coffee, yeah, and we have maybe gold in in Congo, yeah, we could trade. We could get them golds. Yeah? Instead of gold being taken by elsewhere, we could just get the gold from there. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah? So you find here in Africa, then there are, you know, that thing, you know, trying to identify. And I don't know what the colonial master was thinking when he was demarcating these places and giving them names. How could you do that? You come, you find people just coexisting, then you start putting those borders and making it so difficult for one person to move from one place to another. That was so bad. Yeah, but we Africans, we need to stop blaming the colonial master, because we have many years since independence. Like Kenya, we got our independence in 1963. You could imagine. We've done a lot of improvements. We have one of the best roads in Africa. We have one of the best security apparatus in Africa and in the world. So Kenya is growing so fast and is becoming the go-to place for many people. Many people are just relocating. I have friends who've relocated from the US, UK, you know, they've come here to the motherland, and you know, they're just relaxing, you know, enjoying the breeze here, you know, enjoying the sun, and feeling so nice. Look at the bungalows, and you know, kettles are everywhere, because this is Maasai land. And when you are in Maasai land, one thing you have to accept is that you'll meet cattle everywhere. Yeah, and they are free to move, which is so good, because they don't disturb nobody. They just graze, eat what you can't eat. Yeah, they eat what you can't eat. You can't eat grass, and they are eating grass. Yeah, and they are providing milk and meat. Yeah, so that people here are so healthy. There is ample of meat, you know, ample of meat. Yeah? There's ample of meat. Yeah? So I think I've weighed my 2 cents on this issue of having a borderless Africa. It's something we advocate, and I don't know, our leaders in Africa, here in Kenya, we say wachangamke. Wachangamke. They should do something, and so fast. They should do something, and so fast. Yeah, we need to develop. The only way we can develop is uniting, becoming a one strong, very strong community of people who can trade between one another, people who can share knowledge, innovation, and we should do a lot. Yeah, we have people, I have friends who've learned, they've done civil engineering, they're very good at it, but you wonder, our roads are still made by other countries. I don't know, we don't even believe in ourselves, because even if you give people contracts, there should be an agreement that, so that also your guys could also benefit from that. They could also understand that how things are being done, sponsoring our own to go to those universities, and get that education, that knowledge from the first world communities, that kind of thing. So you see, again, this is the estate. This is the estate here. This is the estate, and I just want to show you. Look at these are the mansions I told you. These are the mansions. Very nice mansions, and the breeze is heavenly. Here in the middle of the African Savanna, and that is the gate over there. That is the gate. I could walk you to the gate. You see, this is the estate here, and you see now from there, all that you're seeing is the vast again grasslands. So that this estate is just carved in the middle of the African Savanna. One day I'll just do a tour of the whole estate, talk to people, show you places. And here they want now to make another massive houses over here. Over here they are planning to make vast houses, because many people are relocating to this place, and so more units are needed to accommodate the ever-growing population that is coming here. Look at this place, and there are spaces, no congestion. Spaces are here, you see, so fantastic, so nice, so good. And the roads, they are not tarmacked, but they are passable. And as you can see, that is the internet. Those are the internet cables. The internet is here. As you can see, that is electricity. Those are street lightings, so that at night this place, this place is so bright during the night. And as I told you, no crime here. This place is safe, security is good. And you see, as I'm walking like this, you see people are still building. So these are new units that are being built over there. You could see, oh, nice, fantastic. Like that one is already done, and I believe these plots here belongs to other people who will come and also do their thing. And as I told you, the mode of transport here is the boda. Is the boda. That is the mode of transport. So you go like 7 kilometers or 8 kilometers to the Namanga border, that is Kisaju town. From there you could connect to Nairobi, or you could go to Namanga, the border between Kenya and Tanzania, and just go to Tanzania. And I'm nearing the end of this vlog, so kindly subscribe, like, share, come and see how this Labakul safari is just walking in the African Savanna and many other places. So I'll be going to many other places, but let's go step by step. So I'm exploring the African Savanna here in Masai Land, here in Kajiado County, and this is the entrance. This is the entrance. This is the entrance. This is the entrance to the estate. And you see, after the estate now, there's no any other development. You go like 8 kilometers to the town. So this one is just carved in the middle of the African Savanna, away from the noise, and and you see the cattle, they graze here. Now there's a day I have a video you can watch on this channel. I was walking here during the evening time, and I found zebras just grazing here. I have that video, you could go and watch. Gazelles also, they come, they graze over here. Ostriches. One of these days I'll be showing you these wild animals, so that you know that this estate is just in the middle of the African Savanna. And one thing I like about Kenya is that electricity everywhere. Think about it. Even here in the interior, there is electricity. And I've done a video of showing you schools here. You have modern schools, public schools, massive schools here. Massive schools here in the African Savanna. Yeah? And you also have private schools with buses, you know. Yeah? So that your kids could just go to school without no problem. Then you have international schools on the Isinya Road, like the Brookhurst. So you miss nothing, but you get all these, whoa,